सीके मिश्रा साहब से कि फर्दर हमें बताएं प्लीज।
फ्रेंड्स, प्रतिदिन उस दिन की जो स्थिति होती है, जो प्रगति होती है, जो बदलाव आते हैं, उसके संबंध में मेरे कॉलीग्स लव अग्रवाल, पुण्या श्रीवास्तव, डॉक्टर गंगा आपको आंकड़ों से अवगत कराते हैं, स्थिति से अवगत कराते हैं और आप उसका विश्लेषण करते हैं। आज हम सब मिलकर ये प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि आंकड़ों से थोड़ा अलग हटकर हम इस बात की चर्चा करें कि इस कोविड की लड़ाई में एक, हमारी रणनीति क्या है और दो, हमारी तैयारी क्या है। इन दो विषयों पर हम फोकस करना चाहेंगे। एज यू आर अवेयर, वी आर पासिंग थ्रू वेरी वेरी चैलेंजिंग टाइम्स। Many of the countries which are known as developed countries in this world, with far more capacities and much better resources than us, are also facing huge challenge. तो ये पृष्ठभूमि है जिसमें इस बात को हमें समझना पड़ेगा। और आज एक महत्वपूर्ण दिन है। आज लॉकडाउन के 1 महीने पूरे हुए हैं। तो इस 30 दिनों में हम कहां थे, कहां पहुंचे हैं और हमने क्या तैयारी की है, इस पर संक्षेप में मैं आपके समक्ष सारी बातों को रखना चाहूंगा। द फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट इश्यू इज, व्हाट हैज दिस 30-day लॉकडाउन डन। मुझे ये पूरा एहसास है कि दिस हैज ब्रॉट हार्डशिप टू मेनी पीपल, बट वी मस्ट एक्सप्रेस आवर ग्रैटिट्यूड to all the people of India who are facing this hardship today so that we can save lives in future. और हमारा मूल जो मंत्र है वो है कि हम जिंदगी कैसे बचाएं और लोगों को ठीक कैसे करें। 3 प्रमुख चीज हैं जिसकी ओर मैं आपका ध्यान आकृष्ट करना चाहूंगा जो 30 दिनों के लॉकडाउन में हुए हैं। पहला, we've been able to cut transmission, minimize spread and increase the doubling days, as Love Agrawal has always been speaking to you. Second, we have been able to consistently ramp up our testing. And third, we have been able to utilize this time gainfully for preparing ourselves for the future if the virus spreads further, and anyway, whatever is required to be done, we will need to do. So there has been a lot of action during these 30 days. हजारों लोग, ना सिर्फ हम जो दिल्ली में बैठे हुए हैं, फील्ड में हजारों लोग इस कार्य में लगे हुए हैं और लोगों ने मिलकर और सरकार ने कई सारे ऐसे कदम उठाए हैं जिसने ये सुनिश्चित किया है कि in these 30 days we remained more or less stable. And that is the first thing that I want to bring before you. And one of the critical tools, एक अहम हथियार जो हमने इसमें इस्तेमाल किया है वो टेस्टिंग है। और when I say testing, it is RT-PCR टेस्टिंग जो हमें बताता है कि मरीज को बीमारी है या नहीं है। अब अगर हम टेस्टिंग को देखें तो मैं सिर्फ एक आंकड़ा आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत करना चाहूंगा। 23 मार्च को हमने पूरे देश में 14,915 टेस्ट किए थे। On the 22nd of April, we have done more than 5 lakh tests. If you do a rough calculation, it is about 33 times in 30 days. But we are conscious of the fact that this is not enough and we have to continuously move ahead and ramp testing in this country. We will continue to do that. हमने ये भी देखा है और श्री अग्रवाल ने भी बताया कि इस अवधि में हमारे नंबर ऑफ पॉजिटिव केसेस में भी बढ़ोतरी हुई है और हमें उस बात को ध्यान में रखना है जब हम अपनी टेस्टिंग स्ट्रैटेजी बनाते हैं या हॉस्पिटल की स्ट्रैटेजी बनाते हैं। तो मैं संक्षेप में कुछ चीजें आपके समक्ष रखना चाहूं so that we are able to appreciate what is happening and always keeping this at the back of our mind that this may not be enough and we need to continuously work to do more and more on this. Let us look at this. This shows the figures of these 30 days and how the number of daily tests have gone up and how the new positives have gone up. So this is where we stand today, what we've been doing and what we've been trying to achieve. Let us now move a little further on this and see how cases have moved in India. This is how the positive cases have moved in India. The only point that I would like to make here is that the growth has been more or less linear, not exponential. What that tells us is that there are certain strategies and work which has helped this be contained to a particular level. Now let us move on to see beyond this what has been the story of positivity to testing during these 30 days. If you see this slide carefully, what it will really tell you is that during this period, we are more or less, लगभग हम उसी जगह पर हैं जहां हम एक माह पूर्व थे, यानी स्थिति बहुत बिगड़ी नहीं है। लगभग 4%, 4.5% लोग जो टेस्ट हुए थे वो पॉजिटिव निकले थे एक माह पहले, और अभी भी लगभग वही स्थिति है कि जितने लोग टेस्ट हो रहे हैं उसमें से जो प्रतिशत पॉजिटिव हो रहे हैं लगभग वही हैं, यानी कि हम एक कांस्टेंट लाइन अगर आप इसको देखें तो वहां पर हैं। अब मैं इससे आगे बढ़ता हूं और हम ये देखने का प्रयास करें कि अन्य देशों की तुलना में हमारी क्या स्थिति है। It's a rough comparison. There can be no one-to-one comparison. Each country is different and each country needs a different strategy. But this is roughly a rough comparison that we have presented before you. What I would like to point at is this yellow line, if I can get my pointer there. Right at the bottom, that is India's story. And we have deliberately taken a case of 400th case on 23rd of March. What was the position when each of these countries had 400 cases and how they have moved beyond that? So this slide clearly tells us where we stand, and if you see, one of the countries which is of course done better is South Korea. But majority of the developed countries have had a story which is, it could be a combination of various things. This is not to say that we've done extremely well and things are going, but this is the current story. And based on this current story and the future projection, we need to evolve a strategy in this country. Let me also now just mention to you, while we are here on this slide, the fact that how has it happened in some of the other countries. So let me give you some numbers of that. If you look at the figures carefully, we are today at a 500,000 mark. 5 लाख टेस्ट हमने आज किए हैं। यूएस ने 5 लाख टेस्ट 26 मार्च को किया था। They had found 80,000 cases to be positive. I'm giving you rough numbers. इटली ने ये मार्क 31 मार्च को किया था and they had 100,000 people who were positive. 1 लाख लोग थे। यूके में ये समय 20 अप्रैल को आया and they had 120,000 positives. टर्की में ये समय 16 अप्रैल को आया, they had 80,000 positives. इंडिया में ये मार्क 22 अप्रैल को आया और हमारे पास लगभग 20,000 पॉजिटिव केसेस थे। कहने का तात्पर्य यह है कि एक अगर वैश्विक तुलना हम करें तो वी सीम टू बी डूइंग वेल so far with our strategy which is focused and very intensely focused on the areas where we see a lot of positivity and action happening. Of course, there are other countries which have done better. For example, South Korea has done better than this. So, given these facts, these actually, what do they show? These show that our testing strategy has been focused, targeted, and continues to expand. So that is the strategy. And this, I must say, is an evolving strategy. Because as we go on, we learn. हर दिन हम सीख रहे हैं. हर दिन हम सीख रहे हैं, अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी में बदलाव ला रहे हैं और इसको एक्सपैंड करते जा रहे हैं. अब प्रश्न यह है कि हमने ये जो एक्सपेंशन किया टेस्टिंग का, वो कैसे हुआ? Only thing I would like to mention here is that strategy is a response to a challenge. As the challenge changes, strategy has to change. And this is precisely what India has done. As the challenge kept expanding, the strategy kept changing, the expansion kept happening, and we will continue to do this in future also. So what is it that we did? Some of the quick points that comes to mind is, and please let us remember that it takes huge number of people across the country to implement the strategy on the field. We are a very large nation, very populous nation. So what we have done largely is, A, expanded the testing base, B, expanded the test base, where we test, and we have mobilized all resources that we have, public, private, resources of scientific institutions, resources of research institutions, resources of central university. Every possible resource has been put together, and we have actually decentralized these activities to manage logistics in an efficient way. And when Professor Balram Bhargav speaks, he will give you the details of the gist that I have placed before you on how we have increased our testing strategy. So, in these last 30 days, there has been a lot of activity. We have expanded our testing, which we will continue to do and bring it to a much higher level in the days to come. And we've used every possible tool as a strategy to move ahead on this. The second aspect that I wanted to speak to you is about the hospital preparations. This period has been very gainfully utilized to review, assess, and ramp up the hospital capacities. And it is happening not just at Delhi, it is happening in the states, it is happening in the districts. In fact, now our focus is districts. Of course, currently, as I speak today, our hospitals are not overwhelmed. But the preparation has to be of a much higher order, given some of the projections that we have, given some of the baseline data that we have, and given the fact that we have limitations in our health system somewhere which we need to correct and expand. And our effort has been, again, to use all resources and over-prepare. I will show you the figures in a while. But what is our first goal? As far as hospitalization is concerned, our first goal, हमारा पहला प्रयास ये है कि लोगों को अस्पताल ना आना पड़े. That is our first strong leg of strategy. How will that happen? अगर लोगों को अस्पताल नहीं लाना है, तो जैसा माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बार बार देश के समक्ष रखा है, डिस्टेंसिंग, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, डिसिप्लिन एंड टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द वनरेबल, ये एक प्रमुख मुद्दा है कि जिसको इस संक्रमण का सबसे ज्यादा खतरा है, जो हमारे बुजुर्ग हैं, जो कोमॉर्बिडिटी वाले बुजुर्ग हैं, जो 60 साल की उम्र के ऊपर हैं, उनको कोमॉर्बिडिटी है, इस वर्ग को हमें सामाजिक रूप से सुनिश्चित करना है कि हम उसे सुरक्षित रखें। अनुशासन के साथ सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग अगर हम मेंटेन करेंगे, जिस तरह से लॉकडाउन की पीरियड में हमने किया है, तो हम यह सुनिश्चित कर पाएंगे कि कम से कम लोग अस्पताल तक पहुंचे। So this is our first goal, that let us reduce the numbers who need to come to the hospital. The second goal is, for every person who needs to come to the hospital, we will put enough infrastructure, enough facilities in place so that he is treated well, cured, and sent back. Our basic principle is test, cure, and ensure that mortality is very low. So, one of the things for those who need hospitalizations, we have worked out a strategy at the state and the district level. As I said, our focus is district, so that is where the entire action will happen. And every district in the country today, we've been interacting with all of them, are day and night working towards preparing that. And let me give you a glimpse of that. This is how our structure will look like. A patient comes to our COVID care center, assessment is made whether he needs to go up to a dedicated, health center, or he needs to be retained there, isolated. Positive cases, non-positive cases, that triage will be there. So that is the point where it will be decided, where do we take the patient. Isolation facility is the basic care that we are having. Then, if from there we need to carry someone to the second stage, ambulance services will be available to take him to the second stage, which is the dedicated COVID health center. The last two are actually hospital settings. The first could be a hospital setting, it could be a hotel, it could be a lodge, it could be a hostel, it could be anything. It's basically quarantine or isolation facility. But the last two are actually hospital settings. And the second setting that we are saying, where people with medical, clinical, moderate clinical symptoms will go, is a facility with oxygen. We've been talking for a long time on ICU care, ventilation, etc. But if you look at the patient profile today, the critical thing today is oxygen. And our entire hospital preparation now is focused on providing oxygen to those who need it, the patients who come to the hospital. So this second tier is very, very critical. अधिकांश लोगों का इलाज यहीं पर होगा, और हम ये प्रयास करेंगे कि उनको चिकित्सकीय सुविधा इस स्तर पे ऐसी दी जाए ऑक्सीजन के साथ कि इसी स्तर से वो ठीक होकर घर वापस आ सके। यदि इनमें से कुछ लोग ठीक नहीं होते हैं और उन्हें गहन चिकित्सा की आवश्यकता है, आईसीयू केयर की आवश्यकता है, तो उनको हम वैसे कोविड डेडिकेटेड हॉस्पिटल्स में ले जाएंगे जहां आईसीयू केयर उपलब्ध हो। और आईसीयू केयर दो तरह का हो सकता है, इट कैन बी स्टैंड अलोन आईसीयूज, इट कैन बी विद वेंटिलेटर्स। जिसको जैसी आवश्यकता होगी वो हम करेंगे। तीनों स्टेज एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड है, हम एक तरफ से दूसरी तरफ उनको ले जा पाएंगे। ये जो भी संरचना मैं बता रहा हूं, दिस एंटायर स्ट्रक्चर इज अ डेडिकेटेड कोविड स्ट्रक्चर, देयर इज नो मिक्सिंग। पेशेंट्स who do not have COVID and need regular medical care will be treated at other facilities. और हम इस बात का बहुत ध्यान रख रहे हैं जिलों की तैयारी में कि उन पेशेंट्स को दिक्कत ना हो, तकलीफ ना हो, क्योंकि उनको मेडिकल केयर की आवश्यकता है और उनको मेडिकल केयर डेडिकेटेड कोविड हॉस्पिटल के बाहर दिया जाना है। तो आप यदि इसको देखें, जैसा मैंने कहा पिछले एक माह की हम बात कर रहे हैं, इन द लास्ट 1 month द नंबर ऑफ डेडिकेटेड हॉस्पिटल्स increased 3.5 times, and these bars will show you that. And the number of isolation beds has increased by 3.6 times since last month. What I am trying to refer to is that we have used these 30 days to prepare and make sure that in the event we need to cater to more and more patients, we are ready. ये हमारी तैयारी है, preparedness है. अब मैं इस अंतिम स्लाइड को आपके सामने रखना चाहूंगा, जिसमें हम ये दिखाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि हमारे पास अभी टोटल फैसिलिटीज हैं कि मैं आपसे निवेदन करना चाहूंगा कि ये जो नंबर आप देख रहे हैं ये प्रतिदिन बदलता है, क्योंकि हर जिला निरंतर प्रयास कर रहा है और कितने बेड्स हैं वो बढ़ते जाते हैं और बेड जोड़ने के प्रयास चल रहे हैं. तो जो कोविड हॉस्पिटल्स हैं, कोविड हेल्थ सेंटर्स हैं और कोविड केयर सेंटर्स हैं, उसमें लगातार वृद्धि हो रही है. अभी हमारी स्थिति जो इसमें हमने दर्शाई है ये है 3,773 ऐसे अस्पताल या फैसिलिटी हैं जिसको इसके लिए चिन्हित किया गया है. और अगर आप देखें तो टोटल आइसोलेशन बेड्स 1,94,000 हैं, उसी तरह आईसीयू बेड्स हैं, टोटल वेंटिलेटर्स जो आज की स्थिति में उपलब्ध हैं. संभव है कि when we assess it again tonight, the numbers will change, it will increase. That is the effort that we keep on increasing this every day. So friends, what ultimately we want to do is that we want to create a structure where we test most people, treat them according to need, and then ensure that we are able to cure them and save lives. So this was the rough format of a strategy and preparedness that I thought we'll share with you. I will now request my colleague Professor Balram Bhargav, and incidentally Professor Balram Bhargav and Professor Guleria are the two stalwarts who have led this strategy, who formed this strategy, and who are leading from the front. And I would request Professor Balram Bhargav to talk about the expansion of testing.
Thank you so much. I think as we reach